When we look at the underlying data from those 400 plus VC funds that we've backed on something like 15, 16,000 portfolio companies, there were a few things that really stood out. More than 50% of VC investments actually don't return capital. And we've seen that consistently over a 30-year period. There was a relatively small number of companies that were ultimately responsible for the vast majority of the returns that were generated, both by our funds and by the industry overall. So when we look at the industry numbers, what we find is that 25 to 30 companies each year are responsible for over half of the total exit value that is generated by the VC industry globally.
So Nick, get ready for this. As part of the conversation David and I have been having for a number of years now off screen is exactly this. Like, do you have to be in these companies, and is it somewhat driven by the size of your fund? Because obviously the bigger your fund, the bigger the outcomes that you need. But if you are a smaller fund, can you do it with a smaller?
It's a bit of a narrative violation compared to what, we hear from a lot of LPs, in that, small funds outperform, emerging managers outperform. That's not what we found. We found that actually, if you want to get consistently strong performance, the best way to do it is to back those managers that have a proven ability to invest regularly in those top 1% companies.
In our experience, the math is compelling for very small funds that are not requiring huge outcomes to do very well. We're just playing a fundamentally different game